What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It has been way too long. I'm so excited to be here. Happy New Year, happy just life in general. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my go-to look for 2019. So if you're excited to hang out with me and see this look and how I got to it, then just keep on watching. It's been a while since I've seen my face on camera. No makeup, no moisturizer, no nothing on it. So regardless of my face having a couple of breakouts, I've still been using my usual moisturizer. Lately I've been using the Olay Complete. It is very moisturizing. It's thin and I really just like the fresh face I feel after it. What I like about this moisturizer is it's a squeeze bottle, so I kind of just like throw it on like this, which is probably not good for my skin. So do it at your own risk. And I just like to really work it in. I normally have my hair back in like a headband or something, but today I'm rocking my like go-to 2019 hairstyle. It's just a twist up, messy bun, kind of. I just use bobby pins. But yeah, I love doing my makeup and I love going to work with my hair like this because it's out of my face. Primer today, I'm using Dr. Brandt's Pore No More. This has been my go-to primer because it's Pore No More. My pores are very visible. And honestly, I just bought this guy again recently. I already went through a huge bottle of it. I just really like the finish on my skin. And sometimes if I'm not wearing makeup, I will go out with just moisturizer and this primer. And I just really like the finish on my skin. So I'm gonna hit up the top and obviously the T-zone area. These are like my main areas. And then I just spread the product along my face. I've been dipping into so many new primers. I'm trying to find my favorite drugstore one. As of lately, I think I'm still gonna stick with Drew Barrymore's Flower primer. I consider that a drugstore one. I'm able to get it at Walmart. So far, that's the one that I'm going with. As far as a high-end one, not too sure yet. But I do have some top competitors in the runnings. Okay, so for foundation, what I've been doing lately, this is something that I feel like I did a lot in the beginning of last year, and I'm going back to it. It is Maybelline Fit Me. I love this foundation. The one thing I hate about this foundation is that it's just like an open bottle. There's no pump, there's no nothing. So what I've been resorting to is literally shaking it up and pouring it on my face. It's weird, but it works. So I have this in the color 125 Nude Beige, which is a little bit darker than my face is right now. So what I'm gonna do is mix it, a drop with this CoverGirl Outlast. It's a 3-in-1 in the color 832, which is a nude beige. Even though they're both nude beiges, this one comes off a little bit lighter on the skin. I don't know if you could tell on camera, but this one's a little bit lighter, so I mixed the two. So what we're gonna do right now is put some on my face, spread it out, and use my beauty blender to go in and blend it. A little bit. Woo! I'm gonna take this, a little bit on the eyelids because I have veins there. All right, so we're gonna start off with the Maybelline. We're just gonna blend it in. So just to chat a bit, because I haven't been here in so long, I am so happy to be back filming right now. It definitely feels so good to be in front of the camera. It feels really good to be here, and it just feels good to know that the upcoming week I will have footage to edit. And yeah, I miss this whole routine. I totally miss it, and I really want to make it my business this year to just make sure that I make the time for it. Right now I'm working full time. I've moved. My commute is very long every day, so I've just been struggling with finding my own balance, but I guess these are the things I think about as I'm blending away my foundation. All right, now that I blended that out, I'm going to just use a little bit. I actually don't even need this. I don't need the Outlast CoverGirl. I feel like it's fine. We're gonna move along to concealer. I'm using a concealer that I used to use last year, and I've actually been trying out different ones, but I'm gonna stick to really what I've been doing. And recently I just purchased, again, this is the second or third one I've ever purchased, and it's Tarte Tape Shape. I feel like it is the go-to, but I do want to say that I recommend the CoverGirl FX. I tried that guy and I really loved it for so long, but I ran out of that. So I've been moving on to this guy. I use this in the color Light, and I use it on all of the normal places, under my eyes, above my brows, along the bridge of my nose, and underneath my chin. And I'm also just gonna put a drop where I have that blemish, any redness. Okay. So this is one of my favorite parts of the routine, just because I feel like it's kind of the part where you're just perfecting. So right now I'm gonna use the Beauty Blender and let's blend it in. I like to bring the concealer up over my eyelid. I feel like this uses the product two different ways and also helps my eyelids as an eyeshadow primer, because I don't really use an eyeshadow primer. Not that I don't really use one, I just don't use one. Next step, we're gonna set our face so that all of the liquids stay in place. That's how I always like to remember the steps, especially when I was starting off my makeup, like starting off really getting into it. I know that you're gonna start off with the liquids and you're gonna end off with the powders, because you wanna make sure that you set the liquid in place. So that's what we're gonna do right now. To set my concealer and my foundation, I'm gonna be using Laura Mercier's setting powder. I've been using this for quite some time now. I've tried a couple of others and nothing compares. So I'm just going to take some of the powder out, just like this. Not really that much. Using my Real Techniques, just a mini precision brush, I am going to swipe under my eyes ever so gently, because I want to make sure that I don't get a lot of product under there, because then it'll just really show some creasing. So this is just going to set the liquid, nothing drastic. I don't know how people bake under their eyes. I think that that just makes you draw more attention under there, where I'm like, let's just look bright and bubbly and move on. Let's move on. Okay, so these are the areas where I really hit up first. I check out the eyes, and then I'm just going to bring the products down the nose, around here and down here. And now what I like to do is take a little bit of a bigger fluffy brush, an e.l.f. brush, and I just take some of that product, not a lot, and this is just to set where it looks shiny. Now, if you like to have a dewy finish, you definitely don't have to do this step. This is an extra step. I like to do it because I like a matte finish, so don't be alarmed. I know my face looks very pale right now, but we're gonna warm it up after I set it. So I'm just gonna use this translucent powder, and I'm just gonna dab it in, just to set where it's shiny, okay? And now let's warm it up. I got a couple of brushes from Amazon. It is the BS Small. I'll actually talk about these if you're interested, because I really like them. And it was less than $15 for, I wanna say 12 brushes. This was one of them. So now I use this little guy as just an overall bronzing brush. Today I'm gonna be using my bronze, or my butter bronze, from Physicians Formula. I love the smell of this bronzer. It's very light, which I like this time of year because I'm so pale and I'm just trying to make my skin a little bit warmer. I don't want to do it drastically. I want to use a product that I could build, which is something like this, because it's very light. It's not a very dark bronzer. Get what I'm saying? I like to go where I'm going to contour. I don't like to do it like everywhere. I like to just like focus on the areas that I'm going to put my bronzer, because I don't want to make my face one color. I want to have some dimension, so I want to really build some layers here. That's what's fun about makeup. It's just building layers. Okay, so now we're gonna take a little bit more of that product. I'm gonna just bring it down here to make sure that I'm all even. Now this is my favorite part of this. I like to take this, it's such a flat brush, right? I like to take this brush and I like to just go along the edge of my nose, because I feel like that really starts off a good contour. Okay. We're bronzed, but we are not contoured yet. So should we do our eyes or should we contour first? Let's do the eyes. We'll take a break on the face. I'm gonna do my simple everyday look. This is what I like to do for work on the eyes every day. I like to have a little bit of color, nothing crazy. I think that just something to pop on the transition or in the transition, I like that. So I'm just gonna use what I'm gonna bronze with, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Bronzer in the color Tawny. I honestly just got this on a whim. It's dirty. Don't judge me. Anyway, let's go on. So I'm gonna use this to sculpt and bronze, or I should say sculpt and contour my face, but I'm also gonna use it, I'm just gonna dab this guy in here just a bit. This is a big fluffy brush. This is my new favorite way to do my eyeshadow, and it's just a little bit of a blown out look, super simple. I take it on the transition and I just go and I really buff it out each way. So I'm bringing it by the eyebrow, how far the eyebrow goes. Just gonna go like that. It just gives a little bit of a different look. A little effort. Little effort goes a long way. Next up are the lashes. So you guys already know, if you watch my channel, I'm obsessed with an eyelash curler. I actually got this guy from, I want to say, my Ross haul last year in Florida with my grandfather. I'll link that video down below. I love this eyelash curler. Not just because of like how it looks, this is just such a cute one, but also it pumps my lashes so well. This is with no mascara. But to help the cause, this is amazing mascara. It is the Superhero It Mascara by It Cosmetics. This is absolutely my new favorite mascara. I got it from a BoxyCharm. This is how I always apply my mascara. Next up, let's do the brows. I gotta say, new year, same brow routine. I mean, Flawless Brow Trio all the way, you know the drill. So now you see them. Voila. Okay, brows are done. Now we just have to contour and do the lips, and it looks like my everyday look is pretty much done. So we're gonna go back in with Anastasia's Tawny, and I have this awesome angled brush by BH Cosmetics. It came in a set, I want to say, of 12 for less than $15. You gotta figure out how to shop, ladies. Like, I'm always about the sales. So I'm just going to do my normal contour now. Last but not least, we need a little bit of blush. So today I'm going to be using, I had a Laura Mercier one. Where is it? Found it. Laura Mercier. Oh no, I'm lying. This is Laura Geller. This is Laura Geller's Baked Blush and Brighten. So I'm just gonna pop that on the cheeks. Just add a little bit of color. Maybe a drop on the nose. A little over here, drop over there. Okay. Alright, so now that the face is pretty much done, all we have left to do is lips. I'm going to lock it in by using Urban Decay's All Nighter. This is my favorite, one of my favorite steps, just because I know that the look is pretty much complete. So I'm just gonna lock it in. Woo! Okay, so the next step is lips. I just went back in and I did a little bit of scrubbing because I do have some dry skin around my lips. So I wanted to do that before putting anything on it. But I would recommend, if you do have dry lips, to just stick with some kind of a moisturizer, whether it be Blistex, soft lips, just something to moisturize the lips. I do have a Burt's Bees, which is definitely very hydrating, so I'm gonna pop that on, but I'm also gonna use some lip liner, and we're gonna just solidify the look with some lipstick. But I will say that on a regular day where I do feel like my lips are chapped, I'm not gonna go ahead and be wearing like a lipstick. I wanna like make sure that my lips are good, but for today's look, we're gonna do it. This is a Rimmel Exaggerate full color lip liner in the color Addiction. It's beautiful. So I'm just gonna line the lips ever so gently just to give a little bit of an outline, and then I'm just gonna put some lipstick on top of it, and then we're pretty much done. So now that we have the lip liner on, I'm just going to be using this Nude Bare Minerals. This is a gorgeous color. Can't even. I can't even. Okay, really nice applicator. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely loved filming it for you. It feels so good to be up here with all of my products, talking to you. I didn't know which video to start the year off with, but I know last year I did my go-to 2018 look, so I figured I would just revise it, update it, and this is pretty much my look. I mean, it's a bit glam. I feel like the lips make it very glam, but it's honestly just gloss and a liner. I love how the eyes came out. It's one color, it's just a bronzer, like just this look is so simple. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely leave recommendations and suggestions down below. I love hearing from you. I'm so happy to be back. Thank you so much for watching, and until my next video next time, I'll see you then. Bye guys.